I'm Chris Fox, and this is The Bourbonite. As some of you may already know, I'm not a huge fan of mixing my bourbon, but this is part of a monthly thing I'm doing to expand horizons a little bit, maybe, or just prove my point. I'm not really sure which, but regardless, we're mixing a drink once a month with bourbon, as painful as that is for me. So tonight we are making a Bourbon Manhattan. So let's turn the fancy up a notch and try making a Manhattan. So I didn't fully measure anything, but we'll take a fairly good estimate. It's about 2 ounces of bourbon, about an ounce of sweet vermouth, and just a couple dashes of bitters. The orange peel is to keep the fanciness just as fancy as it can be. Now, there's the option of using dry vermouth instead of sweet vermouth. I'm just sticking to the standard recipe with the sweet vermouth, but you can get a dry Manhattan, which uses dry vermouth. We'll see how this one goes, and then maybe we'll venture that far. I doubt it, but it's worth a suggestion, I guess. So then you take all those ingredients and dump them into a shaker with some ice and give it a good shake. Cool everything off. It'll get it nice and cold, and then dump it directly into your martini glass and garnish with that orange. Some people also put a maraschino and cherry in there. I do not have any right now, so we skipped it. So that's it. It's all pretty basic to make yourself a Manhattan. So we'll give this a go and see how it is to mix bourbon. It's definitely boozier than I would have expected, and I mean, I guess maybe not any more expected than it would be with anything else that's in a martini glass, but it's definitely got, you can definitely taste the alcohol in there. It definitely, the sweet vermouth definitely cuts the bourbon a bit, and to be honest with you, I think it loses some of the bourbon-esque part of it. You want to call it that? I don't know. I don't know how you define that. Maybe the maraschino cherry adds something. I don't know. It's not bad. It's definitely better than some of the other mixed drinks I've tried, but I don't know if I'd pay to have this made, nor would I take my time to do it. If someone was serving it at a party, I'd certainly partake, because it does have bourbon in it. But beyond that, I'm gonna still stick to neat. So, unconverted thus far, but better than the previous tries. So that's it. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, because there's plenty more bourbon drinks and ideas and opinions and a little bit of bourbon everything yet to come. Which is fine. It's just, get out of my shot, god damn it.
You get out of my shot.
You get out of my shot. That gulp was deceivingly large.